Welcome back, everyone, to the NBA 2K24 franchise series with the Virginia Beach Neptunes. We enter this episode at the start of the second round, and we have one of our toughest matchups that we've probably ever had here in the playoffs. We are playing a team that swept us in the regular season. We watched, I think, 3 of those 4 games, and we lost all of them. But we are coming off a 4-0 sweep of the 5-seed Sixers. So if we can carry that momentum into the second round, that will really help us out. We cannot forget that last episode in that last game against Philly, Jovanovic picked up a knock and now has a pulled hamstring going into this series. He'll be with this injury for like probably 2 to 4 weeks. So it's going to be probably through this entire second round, regardless of how long it goes. And so I have adjusted our lineup to still start him because I don't think that we can really afford to take Jovanovic out of that starting role just yet. But if Wilson Towns plays better with these increase in minutes, then he might become the starter until Jovanovic is fully healthy. But I want to see what happens in game 1 first. But I have taken Mo Bamba out of our lineup. I've bumped Jalen Duren up to 36 minutes from 32 or 33. And I put Boyd up to 42 to play the entire fourth quarter. And we're going to give Cecil Andrews a bit more playing time at center, but he'll still play at power forward some too. According to the team comparison going into this matchup against Detroit, we're going to have some low post offense weaknesses, and they're going to have weaknesses in dunks, agility, and strength. In terms of the matchup reports, as we talked about last episode and the one prior to that, I think the Pistons are the spread consensus pick over us as of right now. They did sweep us, so that makes a whole lot of sense. Now they're going to start Anderson, Harvey Sharp, Ted Sanders, Brett Young, and Calvert Miles. We've seen Calvert Miles have a couple of big games against us, and we've seen Anderson do the exact same thing. So it's going to be interesting. Mac Boyd leads us right now in points per game. Anderson leads them. They have really spread the ball around pretty well amongst their team, but I imagine Anderson probably gets a lot more involved, and Miles probably will too. Now, one last thing I will do is I am going to put our best defender onto Anderson, and that is going to be Christian Tatum. So Jovanovic won't have to guard Anderson for the most part. We're going to let our trade deadline acquisition take that job instead. So without further ado, let's go to Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan to take on the Pistons. We're looking for our first one against them all year long. It's game 1. Let's go. Brett Young is fouled on the first play. And 10 seconds in, Mac Boyd has his first. Not how you want to open the game. But Brett Young at the line. Splits the free throws and Boyd pulls down the rebound. Kuminga just pulls up top of the key. That one's no good. And Young comes flying in for the board. They're actually starting Herb Jones over Harvey Sharp as Ted Sanders gets stuffed inside by Kuminga. Boyd brings it up and finds Jovanovic, but he's picked up by Young. And we give it right to him. Kuminga wasn't looking. Pretty sloppy start on both ends. Miles, too much off the glass, and Jovanovic has the rebound go to him. Nice kick out. Kuminga has a good look, but he can't connect. Sanders gets the feed. Kuminga is there, and the layup is off. Jalen Duren the screen. Boyd trying to go over the top, but Miles deflects the pass. That's already our second turnover in the quarter. Sanders unable to knock it down on the other end. And through 2 minutes, no field goals for either squad. Nice pass by Tatum. Boyd's got an open look, and that's just who you want to get the first bucket on the board. In the paint, Young pump fakes, gets around Boyd and lays it in to put the Pistons back in front. That's their first field goal. Jovanovic deflected off the backboard by Anderson. Inside stolen. Boyd cuts off the pass. Sloppy start still for both teams. Boyd gets the pass, but can't lay it in. Brett Young right there with him. Inside feed again. Young misses and got his own rebound, and he's got both field goals for Detroit. Boyd, another feed. A foot inside the arc. It's good. Shot clock under 5. Anderson over Tatum. Can't connect behind the arc. To put us in the lead. No good from DJ. Pistons playing some pretty good defense early on, like we saw last time we faced him. Anderson gets downhill. Over Tatum at the rim. It's good. Yeah, versus us in 4 games in the regular season, he averaged 25 and 10. That's how good he was. Expect a similar performance in the playoffs, or better. Boyd draws 3 defenders. Kuminga ties things up. Good pass right there, man. Poked out. Sanders with a loose change. The shot clock is under 10. Herb Jones trying to rattle one off, but it rolls in and out. See Boyd coming off the screen. There it is. He's got an open look from behind the arc. And we're back in the lead. Anderson takes the baseline over Tatum this time. We got to stop at the hoop. Boyd on the other end. Picked up by Jones. Jovanovic, uncontested 3, drops it in. Off the double screens. Sanders fires in the paint. No good. Yovi with the launch. No good this time. Pistons offense is really slowed down, and they're going to turn it over here. Tatum just picks Anderson's pocket. He gets inside, pump fakes, and has his shots rejected by Calvert Miles. In the paint again. A fadeaway shot in and out, but Miles is right there for the putback. The backups check in. Boyd's left open in the corner. Good kick out by Wilson Townsend, his first play off the bench. All right, let's see what he can do. Nice feed inside. Miles jams it in. Andrews got caught behind him. After a slow start for both offenses, they're picking things up here in the middle of the first. Boyd the screen. Hilliard attacks and draws a foul. That's the first on Herb Jones. Second on Detroit's. And the first free throw is off the mark. He shot 85% in the first round. And it was 1 for 2 here. Harvey Sharp in the game now. And he got the bucket. I thought that was blocked from behind. I think it was. But it still went in. That was a crazy bucket. To make it a 1-score game, Sharp knocks it down for the 3-point play. Nice cut by Boyd, getting right by Young. Wilson Towns, his second assist. Look at that. Ball screen from Young. He gets the feed inside, and Boyd with a nice stop a few feet away from the rim. He goes the distance, hands it off to Andrews for the two-handed flush. And we lead by 7. Step back. Perry can't connect, but Miles is there on the glass right between Boyd and Andrews. Another shot just inside the arc for Boyd. A lot of our looks have gone to him, and that is exactly what our game plan should be. Shot clock counting down. Young into a layup, no good. Andrews with the board. Boyd's got a man to his left. To step back and fire instead. Kaboom! 10-point lead. He's got 17. Good Lord Almighty. He is outscoring Detroit by himself. Anderson back in. Perry fires, and he gets the assist off the feed. So with Tatum off the floor right now, it's going to be Jovanovic on Anderson instead. So not the matchup you want, but you just got to make do. Boyd was open on the pick and roll. He gets the lob from Hilliard. 8 for 9 from the field. This is a crazy start. Sharp with a really tough angled shot. No good with the left hand. Uh-oh, you don't want to leave this guy open. Bullseye. He is going bananas. This is honestly insane. We have not seen this great of a start from Boyd maybe ever. 9 for 10 from the field. A Sharp will make it an 11-point game. Why do his numbers all say 0? That's weird. And why would you stop going to Mac Boyd? I thought that was going to drop in. Got ahead of myself there. Sharp lets it fly. That one is front rimmed. About half a second separates the shot and game clock. Boyd missed a wide open Hilliard there in the corner. Now he takes the screen. Jovanovic to his left. There's the kick out. And the bucket. Let's go, dude. The offense has come to life in these last 6 minutes. And to end the quarter, Anderson jacks it up. No good. 34-20. This is not at all what I expected. Boyd played the entire first quarter. That's not really part of the game plan, but, I mean, when he's playing that well, you kind of got to leave him out there. He's not in to start the second quarter, but, again, a much better start than anticipated. But time's counting down, and, yeah, that's pretty rough. That almost went in, too. Poked out, and Sharp lost the handle. Eyeball screen. Pick and roll. Duran right to the rack. Nobody there. Uh-oh. That's a wide open look for Sharp. He is, as we know when we saw his draft card way back when, he is a sharp shooter. Do not want to leave that guy open from downtown. We got Boyd heading back to the scores table already. Jalen Duran getting downhill with the bucket and the foul. Holy cow, what a play. Don't see him take it off the dribble like that very often, but you know what? We'll take it. Free throw's no good. Boyd back in. Pick and pop with Sutton. Sharp inside the hoop and the Harmon response, and that is the third foul already on Boyd. Not what you want to see for a guy that has been your only offense in this game. Hopefully, that won't come back to bite us. He will stay in with those 3 fouls. There we go. 12-point game. This is the two-man game that you want. Never mind, it doesn't work out. Tatum has to jack it up. No good, but Boyd's there on the glass for 2 and another bucket with the foul. All right. Madsen making some pretty costly mistakes to open the quarter for the Pistons. The free throw drops in for 22. Inside, Madsen, no good. Jalen Duran, a good stop at the rim. Tatum finds Boyd on the cut, since Sanders did not have a chance. He's got 27 points, 11 for 13. I have not seen anything quite like it. I simply haven't. Sanders. I mean, that was a nice lefty layup. They've got 28. Boyd's got 1 point less. Another Boyd catch and shoot. He just is not going to miss right now. This guy is on an absolute heater. Bounce pass. Madsen rejected by Jalen Duran. They can't get anything going right now. Tatum brings it up. Feeds Jovanovic inside. Anderson gets the stop, but Tatum's there on the glass. And he can't put it in. Anderson has not really done anything in this game. You might want to attack this mismatch. And he does, but it just toilet bowls out. Late on the rim right now for Detroit. Double team coming already. Jovanovic fouled by Herb Jones. Did we just bring Agbaji in the game? I think he's in the game right now. I think he was in the corner. No, I'm tripping. The free throws are good. 19-point game. I'm just in complete disbelief right now. Sharp with it. He finds Madsen on the mismatch. It's the first against DJ. The second that Anderson gets going, it's going to be very interesting, especially when Boyd comes off the court. But I mean, he's not going to come off the court until he picks up a fourth or fifth foul. Boyd's in the corner. Duren missed him. Oh, man. That would have been another wide open look. He kicks it out. Tatum for three. No dice. Good penetration by Anderson, and he got it over Wendell Moore. Pull up. Jumper. Good from downtown. We've got 50 here in the first half with 7 to go. Screen comes up. Anderson turns it over. Jalen Duren read that pass perfectly. Tatum leaves it for Jovanovic. 2 in a row. This one from the corner. This is just an incredible... I'm at a loss for words. Anderson to Miles at the rim for 2. He's probably been their best offensive player, to be honest. Him or Sharp. Double team comes. Tatum left open. Anderson just launches. He is not having a good first half. 2 for 8 from the field, only 4 points. Moore leaves it for Boyd inside. There is just no defender right now that can stop him. Are we about to witness a career high? If so, I've got to stay in. This is a historic performance. Anderson to Miles. He backs Jalen Duren out of bounds and lays it in. Towns now in the game. He's picked up by Jones. That's a really tough shot. Time counting down. Jones up and over Duren. It's good. Off the screen, the lob for Duren. Calvert Miles just got stuck between the two. It is a 20-point game. Good look for Sharp, and he connects. Another pick and roll. This time it's deflected, but Duren jams it all over Miles. We're shooting 61%. Sharp loses Towns, fires again. But still, they have missed plenty of open shots. We've made the most of them. Okay, Towns, he launches and just sinks it. What has gotten into this team? I love it. We'll stay in for a few more plays, but I do want to try and simcast a little bit and get towards the second half. But I do want to jump in later on to see a little bit more of McBoy, maybe like in the fourth quarter, to see if he is going to get a career high, because that would be pretty spectacular. Hilliard leaves it for Towns. He's open for another trifecta. We are watching a massacre, so we're going to simcast into the second half. And I mean, there's just no slowing us down right now. There simply isn't. Third quarter, keeping things going, dropping over 30 plus. We just put up 111 points through 3 quarters. Just a crazy performance. We lead 125 to 82. What is going on? Boyd fails to score in these last 6 minutes that I jumped in for. He took like 2 shots and missed both. But this was an absolute bloodbath. P1 goes our way. This 1 seed just got absolutely stunned. This home crowd cannot believe it. Mac Boyd leads the way, dropping a massive box score. I mean, this was incredible. what a way to earn your first win against a team. And it comes here in the playoffs, and it was just a dominant quarter after quarter after quarter. Each one outscoring them by at least 9 points. We drop 1 point shy of 140. Sharp and Miles end up dropping 20 plus. Anderson, though, 7 for 19 with 6 turnovers. That is half of his teams. But Mac Boyd ends up dropping 54, 14, and 9 with 2 steals and 3 blocks. 22 for 29, 7 for 11. Foul trouble was not a problem in the end. I was not expecting that. And I also was not expecting Duren to drop 22 and 11, only missing 2 shots. Jovanovic stuffs the stat sheet, 23, 6, and 8. Kuminga not far behind. I mean, that was incredible. Tatum was 0 for 7, but it had no impact. We shot 61%, 53 from downtown. They were only 8 for 22. And yeah, that was historic. Mac Boyd just tied his career high and the team high in a playoff game. 54, going back to 3 years ago. And here in game 2, they're going to start Harvey Sharp in place of Herb Jones. Now, I thought Sharp was going to start in game 1. He did not. He is like a 20-plus point per game average scorer in the regular season, so I imagine he'll have a pretty big impact on this game. It's a pretty crucial game for the Pistons to win, especially here at home. Cannot drop these first 2 games and go back on the road to Atlantic Arena down 0-2. We're going to simcast the first half and see where things are at. And we're off to a pretty good start. 32-22 in the first quarter. I mean, what has changed between the regular season and now? We are absolutely dumping on these guys. We had a 72-point first half. In the fourth quarter, the Pistons are trying to climb back. Let's jump in for the last 6:42 and see if we can hold on to this win. We've led pretty much the entire game. We got a 10-point cushion. Just got to protect it now in these last 6.5 minutes of game time. Off the screen, Jovanovic misfires from downtown. Time counting down. Sanders has to find something, and he's blocked out of bounds by Jalen Duren. They've got 1.8 on the shot clock to get a shot off. That was a great spin move to get around Kuminga, but does not end up working out thanks to the help defense in the low post. They're going to go to Anderson over Boyd. Pretty solid defense. Kuminga gets the feed, wide open, look in transition. And look down below, Anderson 3 for 14 with Tatum on him here in game 2. He is locking his ass down. In the paint, Miles over Duren, can't get it to go. Nice pass on the cut from Jalen Duren. He's got 22 again. What a series for him in these first 2 games. Anderson just launches, but it's no good. And if he is going to shoot this poorly, he's only got 4 turnovers to 6 assists. He's going to play this poorly. The Pistons really have no chance. This is completely different than the regular season series. Completely. Little pick and roll. Miles gets the feed and jams it in. Couple off-ball screens. Jovanovic just steps back instead and cans it. Good Lord Almighty. I'm just, again, at a loss for words. This is incredible. Pick and roll again. Anderson fires and hits. Kuminga lets it fly. That one is in there, and yeah, this game's over. Detroit fails to break through here in the fourth quarter, and the Neptunes are going to lead 2-0 against the Pistons. Now we're going to go back home For at least game 3, gonna see if we can win that one too. There is nothing right now that can stop this offense. Nothing. Frank Perry supplies 25 off the bench, but Sanders goes 6 for 20, Anderson 5 for 18, Sharp only 4 for 11, and Mac Boyd 27, 7, and 8. Did not shoot as well this game, obviously, but was still very, very good. And Jalen Duren, I mean, he picked up right where he left off, 11 for 12 after going 11 for 13 in the previous game, and also had 5 blocks. That's unreal. Jovanovic, 2 straight games, dropping 20+, and Quinn Hilliard, 16 points off the bench. This is becoming dangerous for the rest of the league. The Pistons have to win game 3. They absolutely have to. In the first quarter of game 2, we once again take a double-digit lead, but the Pistons are trying to climb back in this game. This is the best fight they've put up in the first half so far in the series, and they outscore us in the second by a little bit to make it close entering the second half. Let's jump in and watch the rest of it. We jump in 3 minutes into the third quarter. He got the ball up by 5. This is the closest this series has been so far in any games. The Pistons essentially have to play their best basketball to stay in this series. Boyd against Sanders. Dishes one out to Tatum. He just hit that against Herb Jones of all people. He's shooting 70% here in this game. Out of all players, did you expect him to do that? I did not. Sanders. Open look, count it. Oh, Kuminga has a wide open tray. It's in there. Miles the screen. Anderson feeds it back to him, but we cover that one perfectly. Tough shot for Miles. No good. Lob for Duren. He misses the one-hander layup. That was a good pass, though. Sanders, another mid-range jumper. No good, but Kuminga's there on the glass. 16 rebounds for us only. They've got over 20. Duren lays it in for 2, and we lead by 10. Young the screen. Anderson, open look. It's good. Boyd penetrates. Leaves it for Duren. And he turns it over. Miles deflects the pass. And Jones goes the distance with the jumper from the charity line. Eyeball screen. Pick and pop. Picked up by Miles. Boyd with the pump fake. He finds... How did Young steal that? He wasn't even looking. I don't know why Boyd didn't shoot that either. Sanders from the elbow. No good. Kuminga right to the rim, and he draws the foul. Gonna get aggressive off the dribble. He's got 17.6 for 7. Seems like every different game, there's a different guy stepping up in some kind of way. And today it's Kuminga and Tatum. Herb Jones has a wide open look, and he cans it. 5-point game again. Kuminga just flushed it all over Miles. Wow. He's having quite a day. Sanders lost it. Window more. Jarred it loose. We got a fast break. They slow things down. Player screen. Kuminga just can't miss right now. Sanders, another elbow shot. It's in there. Andrews hands it off. Double comes for Kuminga. Wendell Moore. Surprised he missed that. Pick and roll. Young missed at the rim. They have been horrible in the paint besides Miles. Duren blocked from behind. That was Andrews, actually. Jones brings it up. He's got Young at the rim. There's the easy bucket. Towns left it short off the window. Straightaway shot for Herb Jones, and he connects with it. They cut our lead in half. Towns backing down sharp. He got him up in the air. That's a nice move. 2 to go in the third quarter. That is stolen by Andrews. Wendell Moore is one guy to beat, and he does just that. The hoop and the arm. Man, when we get into a fast break, it's hard to slow us down. Free throw from Moore is in there. Harry out of a shot finds Madsen wide open. Hilliard gets baseline. That was almost a travel. Boyd misses just a few feet away. Sharp. Right to the rim. How do you just get around Andrews? That was a crazy nice play. 104 to 100. They're not going away. Boyd. Another one. Harry steps back and is fouled on the shot by Boyd. I don't see him do that very often. It was a pretty good move, though, here by Frank. He's got 12 points. Number 13 on the way if he can knock down the free throw. Towns has a lane, but he's stripped and it's going to go out of bounds off of him. Detroit takes over. A nice strip by Harvey Sharp. Inside feed to Madsen, had position on Andrews. That comes after a deflected ball out of bounds. No shot clock left here in the third quarter. One score game. A bucket here could be pretty crucial. Who is our play drawn up for? It's just going to be a tough shot for Boyd, and it rattles out. A 2-point game with 1 quarter left. A must-win game for the Pistons here on the road. The fourth quarter begins, and Andrews misses right at the rim. That was Harvey Sharp on defense. Don't want to miss too many of those. That one's deflected by Towns. Way to cut off that pass. Trying to find Anderson back. Oh, Boyd on the lob. That's how you start the fourth. That was, wait, that was off of them? Thought that was off us. I guess it's our ball. Okay. Off the corner screen. Hilliard connects on the jump shots. Harry lost his dribble. Sharp between 2 defenders. No dice. And Boyd gives it right back. Deflected and stolen by Sharp. Anderson rises but misses the shot. Still have yet to see him put together a good game. But that was a bad pass by Hilliard. Perry from the elbow. It's in there. Cecil Andrews fires the mid-range jumper. Okay. Not the turnover. The Pistons are all out of whack to start the fourth. Albert Miles comes back in. Kuminga has a lane. Step back. Beautiful move. The shot won't go, though. They got 8 more boards than we do. If they can just start hitting some shots, then they probably will come out on top of this game. But they're not getting open looks. Right to the rim. Towns lost his dribble. Double team comes for Boyd. Towns flares out and hits the midi. Both teams have shot incredibly well. They've shot 65%. We're at 62. Well, they're slowing down here. Anderson has to start stepping up if they want a chance to win this game. Top of the key, a few feet behind the line, no good. Madsen pulls down the miss. Sharp, over Boyd. They're going to get him for a foul. First free throw is in there for Sharp. And to make it a 6-point game, it's good. We got Tatum back in the game. Towns fires and misses. Anderson has a decent look, and he was fouled on it too. Tatum got there a little bit late off the screen. First one is up and in, and free throws will close the gap back to 4. Oh, never mind, he missed it. The 5-point game instead. Top of the key. Boyd connects! Okay, not sure how good he's playing in this game, but that was a big shot right there. Anderson trying to answer back, no good. Boyd pulls it down. He leads the charge. Towns lobs it for Duren! I am never going to get tired of this team passing this well. This year especially, this offense has turned it up like 10 notches, man. It's just awesome. Anderson, same spots. Another miss. What is going on with him? Corner screen. Moore. Feeds Duren inside for 2. He's got another 20-point game. That's 3 in a row. I thought Albert Miles was playing good defense against him in the regular season, but I guess not. And where has he been? He hasn't really been, too great as of late. Sanders from the elbow connects on the shots. They're down by 10 already. They got a lot of work to do in these last 6 minutes, just like our last game. Boyd attacks. Dishes one out. Towns laces one from deep. Oh, come on. That is a late call. I thought that was a block. I disagree completely. And the first free throw is out. These guys suck at free throws, man. This is crazy. They just don't want to win. Starters back in for the Neptunes to close this game. Open look. Boyd, though, front rims it. Anderson spots up again. This time the trifecta is online. Oh my, what a cut by Boyd. Young caught sleeping. He's only got 17 points, 8 for 16 from the fields. I mean, we got 126 thanks to Jonathan Kuminga and Jalen Duren, pretty much. Anderson drives, steps back over Tatum, it's in there. It's one of his better plays of the entire series to this point. Boyd goes right at Miles, double clutches, and draws the shooting foul. They just don't know how to stop this offense right now. I've said it a couple of times already, but we're either knocking down threes, mid-range jumpers, we're cutting backdoor, we're drawing fouls and knocking down free throws. The Pistons aren't really doing much of any of that. Anderson tries again, and he's got 2 in a row. Another cut. Boyd jams it in, but it was a bad screen from Kuminga elsewhere on the courts. How is Sanders drawing a double team? Anderson with 7 straight. They are right back in this game. Kuminga finds Jovanovic, uncontested. How do you leave the Slovenian sniper open in the corner? Anderson trying to take over. That one rims out. Nice passing. Boy, the open look, count it. Pistons running out of time in game 3. It's an 11-point ball game. Herb Jones. Clean look. He connects. Jovanovic drills it. The Pistons just don't know what to do with themselves. How do you stop a shot like that? In the paint, Anderson lays it in for 2, but he's the only guy doing damage right now. They need stops. If they allow one more bucket, then this game is essentially out of reach. It kind of already is, but they can make some plays. Kuminga, the dagger! The Pistons are about to be sent home. And this ball game is officially over. 143 to 129. I simply cannot wrap my head around how much better we've been here in the postseason, dude. We have never seen this team put up numbers like this consistently, dude. This is unreal. Now, I didn't change a single thing besides the game plan and our rotation. That's all I did. Player of the game, Mac Boyd. And the Pistons are on the brink of elimination here in round 2. This is the complete opposite of what I expected. And I think it's the same for Detroit. Like, even in simming, we are blowing these guys out. Like, it's just unreal. We just had 4 players drop 20 plus, and 3 of those 4 only missed a max of 3 shots and took over 10. Tatum drops 15 points, Towns with 15. I mean, it is just a different level of offense that we just simply haven't seen before. They shot 62%, and we still, kind of crushed them there in that 4th quarter. We are shooting lights out from downtown. I was hoping for a good series, and I'm glad that we're in front, but this is just way different than I thought was going to happen. Not even close. We're going to wrap up the episode by simcasting at least the first part of Game 4. I'll jump in late if it's close, but if the Pistons won it, then we're going to go into Part 2. I don't have enough time to get one more game done here, so I mean, if we're going to get out of this round, might just want to do it right here. At a pretty close game, though, here in Game 4. We're off to a good start here in the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th. We're trying to climb back in, but they are holding us off, and the Pistons are going to get one back here. They're going to take Game 4, 115 to 101. That reminds me a lot of those early season losses against this team. So the Pistons pull one back despite a triple-double from Mac Boyd and 23 from Jovanovic. Jalen Duren still shot well, but this time Towns was only 3 for 10. Tatum 1 for 7. Hilliard 2 for 8. And Sharp drops 31. Anderson with his best game of the series by a long shot. Boyd and Jovanovic are shooting close to 60%. Duren is shooting 86%. Calvert Miles is not stopping the sky right now. Kuminga is shooting very well. Tatum, not so much, but doesn't really need to. We got 3 guys dropping 20 plus. And the Pistons are getting over 20 points per game from Harvey Sharp. Just below 20 for Anderson, but he's only shot 41%. Sanders, 37 from the fields. So, the series is probably over. I'm going to simcast this next game just in case. In case we can just get out of this series. That would be nice. And if it's close late, I won't be able to jump in. So, that is unfortunate. But we do have a nice halftime lead by 12. 3rd quarter, trading buckets. The Pistons are right back in this game. 4th quarter, and we are pulling away. So we're not actually going to go to Part 2. We just put up 148. I mean, what is going on with the team? I am glad that we're playing so well, but I'm just so shocked. 37 for Anderson, 22 and 11 for Calvert Miles. We win the series in 5. Mac Boyd with 5 steals. 35, 7, and 9. Kuminga, 11 for 14 from the field. Hilliard, 21 off the bench. We almost have too many players on this team that can just pop off. And they turn the ball over quite a bit in this series. 18 TOs here in this one. and we take it in 5. We're going to face the Cavaliers again, who we seem to face in almost every playoff run. I can't even say it's going to be close because I thought that about the Pistons series, where they were the favorites. And are they going to be starting Dalen Webb in this game or this series? If so, where the hell is Zion? Is Zion really hurt? Where is he? He's right here. What's he dealing with? If this guy's hurt in the playoffs, like, are we the only team that has, like, really good injury luck in the playoffs? How many dislocated left patellas have there been? Anderson did that. Zion's done that. And Junior Fleming did that for the Spurs. I don't know what's going on with the injuries, but I guess he's still recovering. So Dalen Webb is starting instead. They got Billy Willis. They've got Mikal Bridges. They got Darius Garland. No idea if this will be close. Who knows with this team? This team will always surprise you. But over in the Western Conference, the Spurs are down on the brink of elimination. The Rockets 1-5 against OKC are going to sim through the round. And Minnesota moves on. So the Spurs are out. Both 1 seeds bow out in the second round. You got 2 4 seeds, a 2 seed plus a 3 seed. That's who's left. We're one of them. And if we make the finals, we're going to face a brand new team that we have not faced in that series yet. But we still have to get there. Got to get through Cleveland first. Did not expect to get through these first 2 rounds that quickly after the kind of up and down year that we had. But maybe that Tatum trade has been too good. That's kind of how it's feeling right now. Give me your thoughts down below on how you guys feel about this playoff run so far. I'm trying to avoid the constant, insane dominance. I want some parity here in the league, and we got a lot of parity during the regular season, but it doesn't really matter that much if we just dominate once again here in the playoffs. I'm not trying to lose games or series, obviously, but I just want it to be closer, And right now, that's just not the case. So that's going to be it for me, folks. Please like, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below. And I guess I'll see you guys in another Eastern Conference Finals. Peace out.